Hello everyone, Miss Elizabeth here for First Congregational Church of Muskegon confirmation class. It's Pentecost Sunday, and today we continue our unit about lifelong learning. Our lesson is about selfless, abiding love. We are following the Progressive Christianity curriculum that First Congregational Church has purchased, although we do not own the copyrights to this material. Our Unit 8 is about committing to a path of lifelong learning, compassion, and selfless love. We affirm that I will always look for ways to learn and be loving to others. Some quotes I want to share with you are these. From the writer Dostoevsky, "Love all God's creation, the whole of it, and every grain of sand. Love every leaf, every ray of God's light. Love the animals, love the plants, love everything. If you love everything, you will perceive the divine mystery in things. And once you have perceived it, you will begin to comprehend it ceaselessly, more and more every day. And you will at last come to love the whole world with an abiding, universal love." And from the Bible, Book of John, chapter 15, verse 9, "As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Abide in my love." So, what does that word abide mean? One of the oldest definitions is simply to live. The most common meaning is similar, to be able to live with. In other words, you either can stand to live with something or you can't. If you abide by the rules, it means you live with them and you'll follow them. Think of abide or tolerate as the open-minded verb. It means you allow something to happen or exist, even if you don't really like it. For example, you don't like your neighbor's loud music, but you abide with it because he only blasts it on Saturday afternoons. Speaking of music, here is part of a song, "Stand By You" by Rachel Platten. "And oh, truth, I guess truth is what you believe in. And faith, I think faith is having a reason. And I know love, if your wings are broken, borrow mine, so yours can open too, 'cause I'm gonna stand by you." Have you heard the Bible story of Naomi and her daughter-in-law Ruth? Naomi, her husband, and their 2 sons moved from Judea into the country of Moab and settled to live there. Eventually, the sons married women native to this foreign land. Unfortunately, Naomi's husband died. She was sad, but she could abide or stand to stay there because her sons and their wives loved and cared for her. But then both of her sons died too. Naomi felt sadness fill her heart. Now there were no men for them to care for, and no men who would work and provide homes for them. How would they live? Naomi decided to return to Judea, but told her daughters-in-law that they should stay in their homeland, return to their families, and perhaps find new husbands and happiness. The women all wept. One of the young widows, Orpah, finally turned away, still crying. She would do what Naomi asked. But as it says in the book of Ruth in the Bible, but Ruth replied, "Do not urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God." Some other definitions of the word abide are to remain or to stay. Often we think of remaining or staying to be passive, situations that come upon us because we failed to make an intentional plan to do something in our lives. But what if we make a conscious decision to cultivate compassion and loving kindness in all we do? We are called to seek out and act on every opportunity to share love if we wish to follow the path of spiritual growth that Jesus held out to us. We need to also recognize and receive the love that is expressed through the people and circumstances of our lives until we are in a continual grace-filled dance of love. A quote from Catherine Hannay is, "I think loving kindness or compassion is the main point of mindfulness. We pay attention to our thoughts, words, and deeds in order to be kinder to ourselves and others." The path that Jesus walked requires continual effort. Learning that we each have an infinite well of loving kindness within us requires paying attention. Acting intentionally to love with compassion and empathy is to free people to love more easily, including ourselves. The poet Mary Oliver said this about what attention really means. "It has frequently been remarked about my own writings that I emphasize the notion of attention. This began simply enough to see that the way the flicker flies is greatly different from the way the swallow plays in the golden air of summer. It was my pleasure to notice such things. It was a good first step. But later, watching M when she was taking photographs and watching the intensity and openness with which she dealt with friends and strangers too, taught me what real attention is about. Attention without feeling, as I began to learn, is only a report. An openness, an empathy was necessary if the attention was to matter. Such openness and empathy M had in abundance and gave away freely." So, as we come near to the end of this set of lessons in our Progressive Christianity curriculum, I invite you to think about your spiritual path and what you are choosing in deciding to be confirmed in our faith traditions. My hope is that you include openness and empathy in your intentional choice to love mindfully with loving kindness and compassion. Make it matter. Let's finish with a traditional Buddhist prayer. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. I am happy. And so the love spreads. Thanks for listening. See you next time.